Well, I'm Ruurd van Wieren, and I live in Friesland, just very close to the 11 City route. It's in Heeg. It's between it's in the first leg between Aalst and Sloten. Then I did pedal. Now I'm 53 years old, and I like the sports, especially when it's on the water, not really in the water. And yeah, it's nice to be in, it's good to be busy with sports, and otherwise, yeah, when you're dead, you can always lay down for quite a while. So just before that, we have to do something.
Yes. Yeah, and how do you get motivated to be a support for non-stop athletes?
I like it when people have goals, especially when they have goals in a sportive way. And when it's not really, I would say, a simple one, and when it's just not just for a 1K walk around the house, but a little bit more the difficult ones, then it's nice to help them to get and to achieve that goal. So, and then when they do, then it's also a little bit a win for me. And when they fail in it, yeah, then it sucks for me also.
Yeah. And how do people contact you? So how do you get involved with them?
Yeah, it's in the little bit in the surf community, and people know you because I'm also on Facebook, and I do also the funny stuff posted over there. And over here for the 11 City route, I live here, so it's very close to the tour of to the area, and that's so for people that's really nice because I'm a local.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I first met you, we were pedaling like tourists and looking for a overnight stay, and you said, "Hey, what are you looking for?" and offered us your grass field, and it was just big enough to put our tent. Yeah, that's quite funny. So I think it's already 3 years ago, I think.
I think so, yeah. And that's also because you had also a small goal to do some before knowledge, before you did really the 11 City Tour. Yeah, and you just pedaled by, and then it's nice to offer people there. Now it was just a place to stay, just a little bit of my grass field. So
yeah,
later on you pedaled.
Yeah, but that's like this community gets connected because you just saw us and said, "Hey, you can sleep here." So I think that's part of the community.
Yeah, that's really of the SUP family. Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you prepare yourself to be a support for a non-stop peddler during the night? So you have to stay awake all the night, and how do you do that?
Yes, for the athlete, it's very tough to pedal, but also for the support, it's tough to be awake, to stay awake, because you make also the 30 hours or more. First of the support is what does the athlete want? When does she or he wants his food, and you prepare that, you make it already maybe in bottles, so you can just make it a quick change, just very short stops. And during the night, the torch is very important. Then you can see the athlete also during the night. You can have also self a torch, or you just say to them, okay, I will be there on that bridge or in that city. I will wave to you just during the night or shout something, and okay, is all good? Yeah, good. I will see you in somewhere a little, maybe 1K further. And communication, it's the base thing that you have to have with your athlete. And sometimes, yeah, it's just the normal way, just the basics, just to be there, that they can see you, just standing aside. Oh, they are there, or he is there, and that's good
Yes.
because then they know that you are watching them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I remember last year on the last 500 meters, you were cycling next to the channel and was supporting me and shouting that you already can hear Jose, and that's really supportive. So I think just if you just be there, it's quite supportive. But how do you communicate with the athletes? So during the paddling, or do you have like a communication system, or you just say before the start, I'm here, or how do you communicate?
Yeah, we just before the start, I know where they want some food, where the bigger rest is, and the communication for emergencies is that they just call me because Janneke had her phone with her and also a spare phone. And so that when I got called, then I knew something is wrong or it's not going well. And but further on, it's just make an appointment during the start. Okay, I will see you over there, or I will see you over there, just somewhere in between. And sometimes I just surprise them when I'm there.
Yeah.
And we are definitely there where the rest stop is and where it's planned to be. And just to be there, just when they can see you inside, or
Yes. And
it's difficult to explain because with Janneke it went really automatic, and she was really basic in the things she wanted to do. And when I just was with her, then she just said, okay, the next stop or the next bridge, I just want a sandwich with peanut butter. Okay, then I will drive a little bit more forward, make the sandwich and give it to her. So it's from the very simple things to maybe a warm meal, or it's different. It's also the SUP11 City is something different than the one in the 350K in the Dordogne last year with Janneke, because that was also a strange area for me. But over here in Friesland, for me it's quite easy. I know the route.
Yeah. And what do you all need to prepare for a peer support? So
first of all, I think the athlete has to prepare the board, and I will check it. I will ask something, or do you have this, or do you have that? Just the normal checkups. And for the rest, it's very important to have enough food with you, different kind of foods, enough water, maybe hot water, or that you can make hot water, because then you can make, especially during the night, maybe a cup of soup things, or just tea. And when it's cold, it's nice to have something warm. Make when they want macaroni or something, you can heat it up. So it's nice to have a kind of a van or a little camper. But when it's nice weather, you can also do it just beside a car. And different kind of clothing, some extra batteries that you can also recharge batteries, or a phone, and spares.
And how much time do you invest with all the preparation and during the event? Then I think it's quite a lot.
What's quite a lot. That's also. But during I went on Friday evening. I also to Leeuwarden to the meeting, and drove home, and then went back on Saturday morning. So she finished at somewhere on Sunday, and was at home late at Sunday evening. So in that way, it's just 2.5 days. Maybe when you also measure the phone calls, then it's maybe 3 days or 4 days in time. And the first time when she did the non-stop, we went to just check the route, just drive by car the route, and then she knew also the things, okay, we can stay here, and then we had a route map and just made points on it, what we wanted to do. So for me, it was maybe, when it was the second time, it was 3 days, and the first one, it was about 4 days in time.
And how often have you been a support so far?
For the 11 city route, it's 3 times. One time with Ruurd, that was in 2016, yeah, with Ruurd Bosak, and he managed to do it. And then with Janneke in 2018 and 2019, and 2018 we had to quit, sadly.
Yeah. And did you pedal the SUP11 yourself yet?
Yeah, I did it 3 times in 2013, 14, and 15, just the 5 stages. And one year was the warmest year with no wind and a lot of heat. It was when we arrived from Sloten to Workum, it was the hottest day in the century, something like that in Workum. And you needed just a lot of water. It was about, I think, for one stage, 6 liters of water. You needed that because otherwise you would dry out.
Yeah.
And 2014 was the stormy one, I think. Yeah, that was a really shit weather with rain showers, with hail. Yeah, with all the bad things you don't want to have. We got it that year. And I think one normal year that it was with a little bit wind, with a little bit upwind, also downwind, with sunny rain, just a normal one.
Yes. And do you want to do the non-stop yourself, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Well, I think when I do it again, I will do it maybe one stop, or in a while, with the solo and in the non-stop. And I bought this winter a prone board from 3B, and maybe that's also a big challenge to do. But for the moment, I did not have a lot of time to be on the prone board. So I've got a big bucket list from things I want to do. And non-stop could be one of them. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And what is the moment you will always remember during the event?
During the event, that was a moment with Janneke in that way. That was the first time she had to quit. And the reason because she had to quit, it was during the night. It was around midnight. We weren't very close to Harlingen. And when just a small towns before, I asked her, how are you doing? And she said, yes, she saw sheep floating around in different kind of colors. They were floating around her board. And she was really hallucinating. And then later on before Harlingen, we said, okay, it's time to stop. This is going, it's wrong. What's now going to happen? And when you see things floating and what's not there, it's not good. So in that way, it's not really a funny thing later on when you tell the story, what she sees, what she saw, that's funny. But the moment it was, when you have to quit because of a medical reason or because you're too tired to go on, that's not good.
No.
But,
and it's quite more than the half. Then it's hard to decide to quit the race.
Yeah, because Bolsward it's a half, and she was now just about 15K, yeah, behind Bolsward. So you can say you still have another half to do. And when you're doing it in that condition, then it's better to stop and then pull the plug. And that's also a way a sportsman or athlete can think when they also say, okay, I have to quit now.
Yeah.
And when you can do that, you're also really a good athlete. And yeah, it's not good. It's not. It's very sad decision to do, but it's the best because yeah, life goes on also after the SUP11 City.
Yeah, and I think that's also part of being a support to help take the hard decisions.
Yeah, yeah. You advise her in it, and okay, sometimes you have to consider the athlete about okay, you have to stop now because your mind and your thinking it's no good,
Yeah,
and it's also the one of the really dark parts of the route. You have the big channel from Harlingen to Franeker, and when something happens over there, when you just fall off your board and maybe hit your head on something, yeah, you will drown because the support cannot come over there.
no,
It's really of an area, a blind area, not for the tracker, but for people to have quick rescue. Yeah, then it's a blind area.
yeah, yes. But I think it helped because you pedaled it yourself, you know the route very well, and I think that helps to be a support.
Yeah, because when they're just tired without the mind thinking, and then you can say, okay, you're not allowed to quit. You just have to go on because it's only pain. Pain is an emotion. Emotions you can stop. So and you can go on. But in this way, it was a little bit too heavy.
Yeah, yeah. And for this year, I mean, we don't know how this corona will go on, but do you already have somebody you will support this year, or?
No, for the moment, I don't have anyone to support. I did not really plan it, but I think I will have days off over there because it's just nice to join the tour, just to be there and visit the people. And yeah, maybe I have some work to do, or I will pedal maybe a stage or something. We will see. That yeah, I don't know what will happen this summer, and especially for the Corona thing. I hope we can do the SUP11 City after the 1st of September, then that it's allowed to do.
Yes.
And what we will do, we will see. Just
Yeah.
when you were pedaling, we don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
I have to support you.
Yeah, we hope that it will take place.
Yeah.
Thank you for the interview too.
Yeah. You're welcome. And I think this way it's a lot better than when I have to do it by myself and send it in.
Yeah.
That didn't work. And thank you for the interview. And I really don't know how I have to quit this one.
So, see you then.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.